So how did the whole Wildn Out thing come about? Like, what was your big break with that? Like, how did you rub?
Yeah, that was cool. So that was actually in March of 2020. Here, I'll tell you the full story because it's kind of funny. So Nick had a beef with Eminem. You know, if you talk about the Drake and Kendrick beef.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
Mariah
and all that.
If the Drake and Kendrick beef is like a 10 out of 10, the Nick Cannon Eminem beef is like a negative 47.
Damn.
Because that shit did not go the way he planned.
Wow.
With all love to Nick, he put out a diss track to Eminem, and he had a couple guys from Wildn Out, Charlie Clips, Hitman, and Khan, on the diss track, and it got so roasted online. I don't know if y'all remember. This was like winter 2020. It got lit up, dude, like bad.
I mean, it's a Nick Cannon song.
It was a Nick Cannon song. It was not.
Chicken
Yeah. That one was better. And at the time, I was doing these Eminem impressions that were going pretty well, and I knew Eminem was not going to respond to Nick's diss track. So I decided to dress up as M and respond for him. And I was trying to think of a way to respond, and I started looking at the comments on Nick's diss toward Eminem. And you know, internet comments are undefeated, bro. You can watch you can watch every Dave Chappelle special and then spend 10 minutes on TikTok and you'll see funnier shit in the comments. You know what I mean?
That's facts.
So I was reading through the comments on YouTube and Twitter, and they were hilarious, dude. So I started screenshotting my favorites, and I screenshotted like 70 of them, and I took them and I rearranged them on a Google Doc to rhyme with each other, like ones that would rhyme, and so that became the lyrics. And then I rapped the comments as Eminem, and then that ended up blowing up. I just shot a video as M, and that blew up. And Nick reached out to me on Instagram in a DM.
Oh, shit, wow. He's ready to take your head off.
And I was a little nervous. I saw the message with the blue check.
Don't like your shit.
But the first message was like, "Hey, yo, Brent, you ready to wild out?"
Oh,
and I was like, "Damn!" Because at the end of the video, I did as M dissing Nick. I took the hoodie off, I took the hat off, and I said, "Hey, Nick, just kidding. I think you're doing a great job. I think the fun rap song you made was really a good time. And if you're casting for Wildn Out, I would love to battle anybody for a spot." Blah 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 and whatever.
So it was almost like an audition.
Yeah. It was like I was talking shit to get his attention, and at the end I was like, "Come on," and it worked
like a charm.
Worked, yeah. And so he invited me out to his office the very next day, which was March 16th, 2020. Not only was my birthday, but also was the day before the entire world shut down on March 17th, 2020.
Right.
When we all knew it was real, COVID, as far as as a society, is when Tom Hanks and his wife got it, and Rudy Gobert.
Yeah,
when he was at the press conference. It was when those three people, because before that, man, I was still at the gym. I didn't give a shit. I didn't care about none of this. And then I was literally at the gym, and they had Rudy Gobert talking about touching all the stuff, and then he had it, and then Tom Hanks had it. And I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
They got,
It got real quick.
That was real, dude.
They got Forrest Gump? I'm in trouble.
Right.
I'm in
Life
trouble.
is like a box of COVID. You never know if you're going to get a cold. You never know what booster you got to get. So, yeah, man, he cast me on the show. It was super dope. I went out to his office. We talked for an hour about, like, Kobe and Hollywood and business and comedy, and he's just a down-to-earth, cool as shit dude. Like, you would hope that the people you look up to in a certain business are going to be cool, and he was, like, the coolest, most humble, giving guy. It was dope. The next day, everything shut down. And then, 6 months after that day, he went through the whole thing where he said some shit on a podcast, and everybody hated him for that. So then they took the show away from him.
Oh, man.
And I was literally said the show was canceled.
I know what you're talking about.
It was a Jewish-related comment.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the full context of it. But
because I think because he said
Yeah. So they took the show away, and I was like, damn, that's it. Like, literally, they said the show is done. Nick is done. The show is done. And that was September 2020, and I was like, fuck. Well, back to the lab again, yo. You know what I mean? And so for 6 months after that, I just lived as if, like, the show was not going to come back. And then February 2021, I got a call from one of the producers. Actually, it was Nick. He FaceTimed me from the Sacramento airport, And I was like, why are you in the Sacramento airport? And he's like, I'm visiting one of my baby mamas. And I was like, that makes sense. And he's got them everywhere, bro. Every airport has a Nick hanger because he just needs to fly in and see his
Hey, which
child.
one of y'all in Saks is Nick's baby mama?
Right.
Which one? Which one of y'all?
And so he said, yo, we're bringing the show back. Keeping my word to you, we're going to bring you on. We're going to shoot in LA this like spring in about 4 months. So I took, as soon as we hung up the call, I started writing for the show, because there's so many games on the show. I wanted to be prepared. And then we shot 4 months later.
That's dope.
So it was cool.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
It was cool.
And you spent 5 seasons?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
16 through 20. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's
huge.
The
Slim Shady inspiration to getting Brent the gig.
Yeah, man.
That's what's up.
Eminem,
Seriously.
bro, he'll push you to be good, just like Kobe did, dude. I was writing those Eminem raps like, fuck, I can't fuck this up.
All you got to do
The
with
internet
him
will
is
crush me.
you just got to be angry with a hood on,
Yeah.
looking down like you lost something, and rhyming.
A lot of hand movement.
Yeah.
It's like some kung fu shit. You got to look like a Benihana chef when you're doing an Eminem impression, dude.